check out my cool honeysuckle I got from Walmart. They didn't even know they had these. We're gonna put this by our bees, which is kind of cool. Hey, if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That's gonna help the channel out and notify you of when we make cool new videos, which involve stuff like honeysuckle. To the video. People, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that I've thought about for a long time, but have yet to do. So today, I'm doing it. We are doing the David versus Goliath, this being Goliath, US made e-tool, loved by some, hated by many, and this is the Chinesium Taiwanese ROTHCO brand knockoff, not made in the USA, a little bit different. What we're going to figure out today is this as good as this, or is it better? What I'm going to do for our criteria of these shovels is attempt to simulate a practical application. We're going to dig in soft soil, we're going to dig in sand, we're going to test the overall rigidity of the bowl or the pan of the shovel, the working end of the shovel, and overall usability and serviceability, general construction. And then we're going to go over and compare them piece by piece of how they're constructed, the materials used, and so forth. I want to start with a practical test of actually using the shovel to dig with. We're going to start with the Chinesium Taiwanese e-tool. I will say right off the bat, it definitely feels lighter, but that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes weight savings is a good thing. We're going to try to dig about a 2-foot diameter hole, about 2 foot deep. Let's go. Already, just in a couple of stabs of the dirt there, it's loosened up and the handle has bent. Well, the handle is severely damaged and it continues to loosen up. Could just be you've got a 300-pound gorilla on one end of it. Seems to be a reoccurring issue. I do believe we found the weak point of this tool. And that would certainly be this joint here. Now for the US made military issue e-tool. Same size of hole will be our goal. 2 foot diameter, 2 foot deep. We didn't quite get it with the cheap one. Let's try it with this one. Well, folks, there you have it. We've experienced catastrophic failure on the part of the cheap imposter, and the genuine article has lived to see another day. with virtually no damage whatsoever. Just some wear marks from where we aggressively dug and succeeded in doing so. I don't think the handle is damaged. It might be slightly bent, ever so slightly, but it's hard to tell. This one clearly is damaged very badly. Perhaps not beyond repair, but definitely damaged. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the linchpin of the entire setup. Pin slash rivet being the key or operative word. I don't know if you can see down in there. Let me see if I can shed some light on it with my handy dandy flashlight here. But the rivet, the barrel of the rivet, what holds the handle onto the sliding portion, the adjustable portion of the shovel, is substantial compared to the Chinese counterpart, or I should say Taiwanese counterpart. This one is much lighter. This is a mild steel, like a number 5 bolt kind of hardness rivet. This is very inexpensive to build, but it does not hold up. It's also worth noting that the gauge of steel used to make the formed handle on the US made one is, again, thicker and higher quality steel than the Chinese version. You can see the wall thickness here and the wall thickness here. Big difference. Something else that's important to note about the design when buying things that are not name brand or the original is that it's easy to skimp on things that aren't easily seen by the customer. The thickness of metal, and this is a appears to be a square tube of some kind. I'm not sure the exact dimensions. It looks like 1/4 by 1/2. And the square tube used on the cheap one, they're a big difference. The wall thickness is about 3 times that of the cheap one on the US made one. Also, it's a little hard to see now, but the overall dimensions of the cheaper one are larger. So with a thinner wall and more area spanned, that increases the chance of failure. This is smaller and thicker, thereby being intrinsically stronger and a better design. It's also worth noting that the nut that tightens down, or the collar that tightens down onto the shoulders of this blade, is a 2-piece design, whereas with the US one it is a single piece design. You'll note that the rivets used here have less head to them, which means over time these flat rivets would wear out faster than the US ones. Also, the ears that are riveted to the face of the shovel or the pan of the shovel are made out of thinner metal, and again span more area with less thickness therein, making them weaker. You'll see that this is poorly built and quite frankly is useless. The primary function of this tool is to dig holes. This one could not do it. This one did. Simply put, quality costs more. This cost me $45 and this cost me $15. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the video. I had a lot of fun doing this. I gotta say, the results really weren't that surprising, but you gotta test these things sometimes. Bottom line is, you get what you pay for. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes you just have to stick with what's known and reliable. You got to think about it. If it's better built, costs a little bit more, and the company that's selling it has been doing it for a very, very long time, chances are that's the one you want to go with. Now, that being said, there are some inexpensive products and some new renditions of old products out there that are made by different companies, and they are quite good. In this case, stick with the original. That's going to be your best bet. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day.